Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz
to kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Rasheen Ali on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped that time by Nick Bonito. Well, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
On first and 10, it's Henry. Across midfield at the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down, Ravens.
Running once more with Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on second, Jackson. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. The left side caught by Andrews. And it's going to be 4th down. Great bid for the line. Almost got there, Brock, but just needed that last step or two to pay off. They did not.
It's now 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops.
We'll get the next.
Turnover on downs.
We'll get the next.
It's all about
We'll get the next one.
will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Gotta do something better than that.
That might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always
Gotta do something better than that, brother.
What they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
All right, show me. Show me.
They run it. Here's RJ.
Show me.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard.
Show me.
Namdi Matabike.
I'm from Missouri. The show me state.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that are out to really
You better know when to run.
and identify
You better know when to run.
just make them a little bigger, stretch them.
You better know it.
Afterthought plays now, they could be the big
Let's get
games
it.
of next week.
Oh, Into. Don't do it.
Couldn't throw for it on third down.
Better
and
be
as a
careful
result,
playing with me.
headed off the field earlier than
Ain't nothing.
expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively.
Oh,
Not
he's
letting them
60.
even cross midfield. That's the try.
Hey, congratulations. You made it to 60. Most
And this one will
as a black man. That's all right, bro. That's all right, bro. Hey, that's an accomplishment. And it's sad to say that we don't even make it to see 60 because the way they acting out here. But that's what's up,
Great
bro.
spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Denver hard, man. I'm telling you, if they can keep their quarterback in, that's the only thing that knocked y'all is the quarterback. Like when he went down, bro, it was nothing else y'all could do. Couldn't nobody throw the ball. In the blizzard, exactly. Right. Now, y'all would have had a chance if it was in the summertime or something. In the blizzard, no, man, come on.
We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
Well, that should let y'all know it's time y'all should have been searching for a backup in case of anything. You got to have a backup.
Ravens in possession. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Another run for Henry.
Was it Simeon? Is it Simeon or something like that?
Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Yeah, he been on multiple teams, I think.
Not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
Ooh.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series.
Oh, good one. Good.
It's intercepted.
Good.
Picked up Alex Singleton.
Uh-huh.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they've got a 1st down, given within 13 on that previous play.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And that's going to give the Broncos a 1st down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for us.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Well, there by Mike Green.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
On 2nd down, Nix. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. And break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And that inbounds he goes, so give them about half of what they needed. That's going to bring up second down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. Jackson throwing here. Complete, Derrick Henry. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that is good for a Baltimore first down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Here's Jackson to throw. Here's Henry again. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. That's going to set up a Ravens first down.
27 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Here's Lamar. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Now here's Lamar. And this is going to be lost on a hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's second down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
Goose, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Completed to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And they're going to bring him down a couple yards short of both the marker block and that goal line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. At the 2-yard line.
Working on second down. Lamar buys time, rolling right. And he's in for the touchdown.
Hey, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
That one right down the middle. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Following the penalty, 5 yards to go here on second. Play action with Nix. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just have not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They're going for this. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will begin the 4th quarter with a football following the interception. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. One final shot before the half. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And that's going to bring us to the end of this second quarter, Brock, as he is met and taken out of bounds. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. The give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Now a 2nd down throw for Nix. He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18. Trey Hendrickson. And that sets up an extremely difficult 3rd now and 17. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt.
Powering ahead and in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry in from 3 yards. Here's Luke for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they bump their lead up to 14.
14. Broncos nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
24-yard line.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Nix to throw on 2nd. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Chiname Owuzie. So the rare double whammy, Brock. It's intercepted and there's offensive interference on the play, which, of course, they declined.
Yeah, we talk a lot about these receivers, right, having to fight through contact and play through penalties. Same thing on the other side. That defense has got to finish it, not just be satisfied with knocking the ball away, but actually taking it away.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Lamar back to throw. Pass complete to Walker. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Okay, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
Inside the final minute of our third quarter.
A gain of a yard. It's now
Out of the gun, Henry. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Down the sideline inside the 40. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
A gain of 18. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Running it again with Dobbins. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Pistol give here to Dobbins. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down. Going for the first with Dobbins. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that will bring the Broncos a new set of downs.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Dobbins on 1st and goal. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Again, it's Dobbins. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Ali to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. He's got room to roll. off to the races, middle of the field. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Henry on the carry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
No problems here as he sails this one through. And Lee grows by 1.
Broncos 6. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Harvey now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plays forward.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that 2nd down. That means it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
We'll run the counter with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And this is going to go for a gain of 20 as that converts on 4th down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Nix. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick.
By the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Derrick Henry. That is his 3rd in this 2nd half. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. To throw, here's Nix. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but in what gets really tough right here in game action.
Throwing on 2nd, Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie! And the Ravens capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE. Bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.